to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
26. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Drop to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
It's an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
He's out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
James White's first carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
New England ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Devin McCourty brings him down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Carried by number 20.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
1st down, New England.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. There he goes, left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. First down, here's White. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The New England ball.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He hits White, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And it's Michel once again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Patriots.
On 1st down, White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here is Foster. On 2nd down now. It's White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
It's a gain
for a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
So that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, escaping the pressure. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And now look at him go. 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know what's funny? They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10 at their 38. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Patriots.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A give. This is Michelle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Number 26.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Trubisky, flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run here with Balazs, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do... more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Makes the score.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Patriots 12.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And the Patriot first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Michel. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
D.D. Westbrook.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
New England.
Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Trubisky. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 42-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Play action. It's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with 1 second remaining. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
It's the score, Jets 24, Patriots 20.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jets, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.